People often ask me where to buy yerba mate and recommendations, and I'd suggest going to supporting a local store or a small business if possible. However, if you're living somewhere where you can't, like I once was, and they just don't offer the yerba that you want, check out Pampa Direct. They have the largest supply of yerba mate that I've seen, and I've learned and tried so many from them before that I've never seen anywhere else. But not only yerba, they also have dulce de leche, alfajores, shirts like jerseys, games and snacks like chocolinas, which is one of my wife's favorite cookies. And I found some really great recommendations on there for beginners, such as Don Eregi, which is something I learned about by just trying different stuff there. And also some of my personal favorites, which is Pipore and Aguantadora Despalada. They have great customer service that speaks English, and in fact, they shipped me another package of yerba for free after they had mixed up one of my orders. And they always include like little, extras, like little candies and stuff, which is really nice. And they ship anywhere in the world, and they offer free shipping here in the U.S. with an order of $50 or more. That may change depending on your country. And as a sponsor of the show, they offer 10% off on your first order with the code POWER. Go to yerbamatepower.com/pampa to place an order. Again, that's yerbamatepower.com/pampa. P-A-M-P-A. Pampa. Thanks.
Welcome to the Yerba Power Podcast. My name is Devin. I'm the host. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time or your 52nd time, hey, I really do appreciate you listening in. It still blows my mind that this is being downloaded all over the world, and that just normal guy talking about yerba mate just because I love it, and that's it. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this as well and learning a lot. In fact, I've got something I just learned and I was going to share with you guys. It's been kind of trending. Might be a little bit behind the trend at this point because I'm a little behind on recording this episode, but there is this drug or medication is the correct word, called Ozempic, and it got popular recently, I think, because of Oprah. So if you don't know who Oprah is, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, but Oprah Winfrey is a multimillionaire media mogul who did an interview with People magazine about using a weight loss drug, which that is the Ozempic. She didn't declare that, but that's what people are assuming because it's this drug that recently came out, a medication. She was being questioned about her weight, and that she, I guess told the media that she was using that. The funny thing about this is that yerba mate can actually produce a similar effect, which I did a episode that I learned from Dr. Andrew Huberman, who's a neurologist, Stanford. There's another episode below. I did 2 episodes with him that were actually pretty popular. So if you've heard that one, this is kind of similar to that. But going back to kind of Ozempic and Oprah, that's why it kind of got popular. But what it is Ozempic, if you have type 2 diabetes or curious about losing weight, you might want to listen further to some surprising health benefits of yerba mate. So, not a doctor, don't play one on the internet, but this is the research I've looked into, and obviously do your own fact checks. I'll put links below to where I found all this stuff, and so that disclaimer. But I have had more requests on health benefits into yerba mate, and I know this is like a trending topic, so I wanted to dig into this myself to learn about it. But this medication, Ozempic, is approved by the FDA at the time of this recording, and it's an injection that you I think put in your abdomen, for lowering blood sugar levels and A1C, so your pancreas. So I assume that's probably where you inject it. But Ozempic works by binding to GLP-1, which is glucagon-like peptide 1. Again, I did a little bit about this on that Dr. Andrew Huberman episode. You can Google it too as well. So Ozempic works by binding to GLP-1 receptors and stimulates insulin release from the pancreas when you need it. So here's how it's related to yerba mate. So it can promote, yerba mate also can promote the release of GLP-1. That is what they're using for the type 2 diabetes. It can also help suppress appetite and control the hunger, therefore promoting weight loss. So, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on the internet, but yerba mate has been studied to show different ways of promoting weight loss in the sense of controlling appetite and hunger, and that's related to that GLP-1, that it has a similar effect. And if you like to learn a little bit more, like I said, check out episode 45. And you can also hear a personal testimony on how Yerba Mate helped a woman named Danny Morin lose weight and change her life. That's literally like the title of that episode, how Yerba Mate helped her change her life. And she has a really good testimony that you really should check out. I think it's episode 9. Yeah, she's called it her Ozempic tea in her interview. Also someone you want to check out on Instagram. She does a lot of cool influencer stuff. So, but that being said, that's where this is coming from as far as this Ozempic and Oprah and all this stuff. So if you've ever Googled that, this is kind of what the backstory is. That. So, I went down the rabbit trail for you, save you a good, hour of your life by getting the highlights here. So if you have any other questions on topics like this, or you'd like to hear anything else on the episode, you can send us a text message. Now there's this, if you'll click at the bottom of the show notes, it'll say send us a text message, and that will actually go to an inbox that is on the podcasting hosting website that I use, and I'll answer that question or read it on the air. And details in the description and whatever on this episode down below. So if you can also do me a favor, this helps with the rankings and stuff. If you enjoyed this episode, if you're not already subscribed, then you can click the it's called following now, but it's a little plus sign for follow on Apple, on the Apple Podcasts, and I think it's a green little check mark as well on Spotify, if that's where you're listening. Otherwise, you can find this on anywhere, even on YouTube. I've started my RSS feed to go straight to YouTube. So I've got some other videos on there as well, if you want to check that stuff out on YouTube. And thank you guys once again for listening. Until next time, be well. Thank you.